Good day, everyone. Trust you're doing well today. So, first, let me explain what happened in the market last week. The Nigerian stock market closed negatively after 7 weeks of gains, which was driven by sell-off in the consumer goods and banking stocks. However, all share index fell by 0.37%, which is now down from 166,129.50 points, for the previous week. Overall, the market trend state is, technically up, but it's actually losing strength, meaning it's an early warning that momentum is actually slowing. Now, why is that? Technically, no strong upward or downward movement, just slight daily change. And all share index failed to make a new higher high last week. So weekly drops and lower participation only means one thing: momentum is cooling. So that being said, let's get into my stock recommendation for this week. First, in the banking sector, Access Corp. Access Corp is a good buy for the future. The reason is Access recently bought National Bank of Kenya, NBK, right? So this means Access is expanding more and more outside of Nigeria, which eventually reduces risk for Access, if the Nigeria market slows down. Secondly, according to Relative Strength Index, Access core stocks can actually be considered not yet expensive, and it's not yet overheated as well, and still has room for more growth. There are also some tier one bank stocks, that are still good to buy. Banks such as Zenith Bank, UBA. Now, why am I recommending them? It's simple: strong capital, they can absorb shock, big balance sheets, strong earnings, and most definitely stable dividends, coming soon. So basically, big banks remain the safest bet, especially Nigeria's top tier banks. Next is the consumer goods sector. My number one on this list is Nigeria berries. Nigeria berries is actually a good buy. In fact, the expected returns for Nigeria berries is around 10% to around 25%. And another stock to consider in this sector is Unilever. It's recommended you buy slowly and not aggressively because cost may be stabilizing for Unilever. So expect at least moderate upside soon for Unilever. Next is in the industrial goods sector. Well, I will recommend Boa Cement for long-term investors. The reason is for Boa Cement, there is plan for big expansion. Boa Cement recently signed a $240 million deal with Chinese company CBMI. Now, this expansion includes new production line of 3 million tons per year, which will push up, total capacity to 20 million tons. So technically, in the long term, it's a good stock to buy and hold. So these are my stock recommendations for this week. Do well to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you up again next week. Bye for now.